Before we begin, pause, not to prepare, but to notice. Take a slow breath in, and as you breathe out, just observe how much effort you are carrying right now. Not physically, but mentally. Because most of your life, you are trying to be better, trying to stay consistent, trying to stay disciplined. And yet, something always feels heavy, as if you are pushing yourself against something inside you. And today, you are not here to try harder. You are here to understand something deeper. Because what you are about to see will change how you look at discipline forever. Vedant sat quietly, but this time, he felt something different. Not confusion, not doubt, but resistance. A subtle pushback inside him. Every time he tried to do something consistently, something inside him resisted. Not loudly, but enough. Enough to delay, enough to distract, enough to stop. And that created a belief. I lack discipline. So he asked, "Why am I not disciplined?" The voice responded softly, "You are disciplined, just not in the direction you want." Vedant paused, because that felt strange. "What do you mean?" he asked. The voice continued, "You repeat your patterns daily. You follow your habits consistently. You act according to your identity. That is discipline, but it is unconscious." And that shifted everything. Because now, discipline was not something he lacked. It was something he was already using, just not consciously. The voice spoke again. "You don't lack discipline. You lack alignment." Vedant leaned forward, because now this was deeper. "Alignment with what?" he asked. The voice responded, "With who you believe you are." That hit, because now it connected everything. If your identity says, "I am someone who delays," you will delay consistently. If your identity says, "I am someone who avoids," you will avoid consistently. And that consistency is discipline, but in the wrong direction. And that is why forcing discipline feels hard. Because you are trying to act against your identity. And identity always wins. Vedant closed his eyes, because now he could feel it. Every time he tried to push himself, it felt like a battle. Not with the task, but with himself. And that created exhaustion. Because forcing behavior without changing identity creates friction. And friction creates resistance. And resistance kills consistency. The voice spoke again. You don't need to force discipline. You need to remove friction. That shifted everything. Because now, it was not about pushing harder. It was about aligning deeper. Aligning your actions with your identity. And if your identity doesn't support it, you change the identity. Not by thinking, but by acting. In small ways, repeated, until it becomes natural. Vedant opened his eyes, because now this was clear. He didn't need to become disciplined. He needed to become someone for whom discipline is natural. And that happens through alignment. Not force, not pressure, not struggle, but clarity. So he asked one final question. What is one action that aligns with the person I want to become? And that question changed everything. Because now he was not trying to fix behavior, he was shaping identity. One aligned action at a time. And that removed the struggle. Because when action aligns with identity, it feels easy, effortless, natural. And that is real discipline. Not something you force, but something you become. And maybe that is the truth. You don't need discipline. You need alignment. Because once you are aligned, discipline follows. Without effort, without struggle, without resistance. Now, just notice this. What is one thing you are forcing yourself to do that doesn't align with who you believe you are? And what if, instead of forcing it, you changed how you see yourself? Don't answer quickly. Just observe. Because that awareness is your starting point. And once you see it, don't push. Just align. Because that one shift will remove more resistance than any amount of discipline ever could. And that is how real change begins.